Hello, everybody. It's that college football guy here with another video. Well, as promised, we're in the middle of the schedule previews, but as promised about this, I've been looking through a lot of the information I could find on Twitter, other places. Got a few text messages back. A lot of rumors reported on here, but some things that are concrete. Multiple sources have reported that the Oregon and Washington were finalizing a deal to get into the Big Ten. And apparently they're just waiting on the meeting to officially confirm them in. I don't know if this has taken place or not by the time this video is recorded, but it's probably by the time it's recorded, they're officially into the Big Ten. Arizona was confirmed by the Big 12 presidents to be in. There's a video conference scheduled between Brett Yormark and the presidents of the Big 12 to confirm if Utah and Arizona State will be coming in as the 15th and 16th members of the conference. That's coming in. Now we're going to start getting into the rumors part of this video here. Rumor was it was actually some of the boosters from once that this has gone down that happened earlier today. I've gotten this is a big time rumor. I've only got a couple sources on this one, so it's like maybe not true, but I'm leaning toward maybe not, most likely not. But what we're getting here in the story is boosters of Stanford contacted members of Notre Dame to see if they'd be willing to go into the Big Ten, and one of the provisions of them going into the Big Ten was that Stanford went with them to see if that was a possibility. Now, hearing the fact that a booster would go ask another booster about that shot, even if it's in passing or it's a joke, let me get these damn notifications out. That doesn't surprise me. It doesn't surprise me at all, because, what's Stanford going to do? Get to the Big Ten, be the ultimate dream for them. Cal's in a lot worse position. Cal's got a lot of, it does have some financial problems. And as I found out, Carol Christ, her name is, the chancellor at Cal, is scheduled to retire in June of 2024. Here's another one of the big rumors that came down. Now, everybody's talking about what's going to happen. The four are going to go. Washington State's such a financial hole, they have to go to the Mountain West. They can't afford to go independent. They have to go. Everybody knows it. They have to go. But Oregon State doesn't want to. They'd rather be in a Power 5. But there's a way around that they still could end up in one, just won't be right now. I'll get into that a little bit later. Now, Stanford and Cal could join the Mountain West, could go independent. They'd have to schedule body bag games, which means a lot of their football program players are going to transfer out. They're going to be basically relegated to a group of 5, so you might as well get some TV revenue anyway. $4 million is better than nothing. You still could schedule some Power 5 body bag games to make games. So in the Mountain West, you still could do that to make some money up, because I'm sure some schools would help you out. You're still going to have Notre Dame coming into the conference, coming into play you, so you're still going to have been playing Notre Dame every other year, Stanford and Cal. But there is a rumor going around there that of several options for Stanford and Cal's options. One of them being Stanford or Cal goes all in, does everything in the Mountain West. The other one is Stanford and Cal goes independent in football and moves their Olympic sports to the West Coast Conference, which is definitely a possibility. Pull the BYU route, and the West Coast Conference would take them in a heartbeat. There's also a possibility, folks, with Washington State's budget. I actually brought up the fact that Washington was allegedly a naysayer wanting to get in, and then they reminded the president of Washington about budget problems, and all of a sudden they're willing to go because there's budget problems. Washington State, we know, has a major budget problem. If the money from the Mountain West isn't good enough, they may, this is a rumor, and a big rumor, but to count the financial obligations, they may have to discontinue the football program. To me, I'm like, that is doomsday. That is the worst case scenario if you can't figure out a way to fix this. And if you're managed this so bad and continue to manage it so bad, by the time you're kicking the can down the road that's supposed to be kicking in, the money gets to that bad, 2026, 2027, you'll deserve what you get at that point. If you haven't figured out how to fix it by then, you got 4 years. This 23, you got 3-4 years to figure this out. So I don't see that. But that's some of the options that I run here. What was the other one here? I broke down a lot of notes on this one. The Big 12 will be holding releasing a statement. I don't know if it's a press conference or a statement or whatever, but they have a statement tomorrow. And I don't know if Arizona State, and Utah will be doing one as well, formally. I know they're doing one tomorrow to welcome Arizona in. There is a backdoor rumor that Brett Yormark has been working behind the scenes to allegedly, rumoredly, bring in Gonzaga and St. John's as basketball-only members because the one passing remark he allegedly said at Big 12 days. Could you imagine Big 12 schools playing games in the Garden? The only team that plays games in the Garden is St. John's. Am I wrong about this? It was a passing remark at Big 12 Media Days. Am I wrong? Did I miss something? Please let me know if I'm wrong down in the comments, because that would be huge. I'm not even lying. That would be huge. The other thing I was looking for was for anything about the Mountain West of anybody from Washington State. Washington State has been doing a research fact-finding mission, quote unquote, about everything. Oregon State's doing the same as well, and they are not happy. They wanted to be in the Big 12 badly. They didn't want to be in the Mountain West. And Cal and Stanford doing their issues. The Mountain West Conference original TV deal was $1.1 million a year. A little history lesson here. In 2020, deal went from July 1st, 2021. The new deal expires June 30th, 2026, where they're paid $4 million a year. CBS being the primary and Fox holding the basketball rights and all doing secondary games and basketball rights. Fox having the rights to all Boise State games. Now, this is where I could say Oregon State can have a backdoor way into the Big 12. This is what I mean by this, so hear me out. Don't judge. Listen to this. Pac-12's gone. Schools are not leaving the Mountain West to go to the Pac-12. There is no Pac-12. You have to have 6 schools to form a conference. There's only 4. There's no media deal. You're coming to the Mountain West or you're not going anywhere. The AAC, I think, is going to pick you up because ESPN didn't want to touch you before, and they're going to extend you an olive branch now. It's the Mountain West or nothing because ESPN's not affiliated with it. Now, here's the thing. It originally was remember what the college football playoff is for not this season, but 24 and 25, which would be the first year these schools, Oregon State in particular, would be in the Mountain West. The top 6 conference champions get in. No Pac-12. That means, realistically, does anybody not believe that Oregon State's not going to run through this conference? Run through the Mountain West? Which means, what's going to happen? You will have SEC, Big 10, Big 12, ACC. You honestly don't think the Mountain West won't get one of those 2 invites into the college football playoff? Oregon State wins it, they get in. And if the scenario that popped through my head, what would make Brett Yormark change his mind? Oh, I don't know. How about Oregon State as the Mountain West representative beats the Big 12 representative in the college football playoff, or a Big 12 school in the college football playoff? Think he might change his mind at that point? Just maybe? That's why I was thinking it'd be the way in. If Oregon State shows out and gets the college football playoff for a couple of consecutive seasons and maybe even wins a game or two, which Ohio State couldn't even do. At least not recently. They've done a lot more than any Mountain West school's ever done. That's good to be real about this. Ohio State's way above. But that's the way I see them getting in. They got to go into the Mountain West, take it for what it is, and run through it. Dominate it. Completely obliterate everybody. No mercy. Run the score up. Blow everybody out. Then go into there pissed off with a chip on your shoulder into the playoff and beat somebody. You win a college football playoff game, beat somebody in the playoff with the 12 teams, you know what's going to happen? Big 12 and ESPN are going to invite you. So that way they can stick it to Fox on top of it. I think that's how, unless there's a work going on behind the scenes and that there still could be a 17th team going in, it's a possibility. Brett Yormark, ESPN has been rumoredly pushing hard to get a team in the Pacific time zone. Well, if you're willing to pony the money up, offer them now. Do what I thought. Make it 17 for football, which is a scheduling model. I said the 277 scheduling model works. Invite them for football. Bring in Gonzaga only for basketball. 18 for basketball, 17 for football. It still works. You bring your teams in, you make things happen. That's just me just spitballing, you know? So let me know what you think about all this mess down in the comments. So basically tomorrow we're going to find out a little bit about who's officially going and who's not. I'm going to keep crankling. I think I'm a little bit tired about this. Keep cranking out these scheduled preview videos as I go through and eventually shut it down a little bit later. I'm going to get all of these done. Because Sunday I leave early in the morning, so I'm probably going to do a college football realignment type video or something along those lines. Because I want between today and tomorrow to get all these done. That includes Middle Tennessee State, getting all of the scheduled previews done. So now I go into August, we have some fun stuff to talk about. And scheduled previews have been fun too, as you realize some of these games. Like I just did the one about Appalachian State and Georgia Southern, not realizing the fact that the two of them played each other with a bowl game on the line. That's the kind of things you want to have at the end of the regular season, isn't it? But we'll see. So thanks everybody for watching this video and hearing me rant. Not as bad as some of my other ones, but still. And anybody watching the video, if you haven't done already, please smash the like button, hit the thumbs up. It does help. It does help things. It helps the video be seen by more people. It brings it out there. Comment on the video with basically being unofficially confirmed that Washington and Oregon are now in the Big Ten, and that Arizona State, and Utah have joined Colorado in the Big 12. What do you think happens to Oregon State, Washington State, Cal, and Stanford? Are they all going to the Mountain West? Because any money is better than no money. I mean, obviously, if you had if you get all four of them go to the Mountain West, there's no doubt they're the best group of five conference. That isn't even a contest anymore. But let me know what you think about. Tell me about that in the comments. If you haven't done already, please subscribe to the channel. You know, just past 450 subscribers, on the way to 500, on the track to 1,000. You can make some of this stuff happen. So thanks everybody for watching the video. Whew. Crazy week, right? I said 2 weeks. This next 2 weeks are going to be insane. They ain't just being one. Then again, with the Mountain West stuff going on, that could be another level of insanity we don't know about. Who knows? They may be trying to convince merge with the AAC. Who the hell knows? Crazier things have happened, right? It's ESPN's money. Then again. So thanks everybody for watching. Please be safe. Enjoy your Saturday. And please be good to each other.